It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're wrapping up October 1992. We've got October 30th, 1992. Only two movies to look at today, and neither one of them I really remember because I've never seen either one of these movies, but we gotta do something here, so it's gonna be a very short episode this time around, but let's take a look at these two movies in particular. We'll start off with the first movie that we have here, and that is William Friedkin's Rampage.
From William Friedkin, the director of The Exorcist.
I thought I'd seen it all. Wasn't like this ever. What happened?
A serial killer stalks an innocent town.
Good.
I'm sorry.
On the outside, he appears as the perfect boy next door. But on the inside, there's a murderer on a rampage.
Mommy! No. Mommy?
The witness knows the guy. He says he lives a couple blocks away with his mother.
Now, it's up to this DA to track him down and stop the madness.
I think we've nailed this guy.
For good.
And we catch the suspect. We're not going to bargain. Psycho cop-out.
Charles Reese must die.
A horrifying thriller based on true events.
Who is this who's calling?
Michael Biehn, Alex MacArthur,
This crazy killer knows our number.
Rampage.
Okay, so something of note about this particular movie. This was actually filmed all the way back in 1986 in Stockton, California. And it had one screening in 1987 at the Boston Film Festival. And actually ran in theaters in some European countries in the 1980s. But the studio that was going to put this out, DEG, which was Dino De Laurentiis' production company, his studio, they went bankrupt. So the film had to sit on a shelf for a number of years. And for 5 years to be exact. During that time, William Friedkin, the director of this movie, as I mentioned before, he changed the ending to this movie. So instead of the killer committing suicide in jail, they actually changed it around where he actually has a happier ending to it. Which, judging by that trailer, this guy does not deserve any kind of happy ending whatsoever. But Miramax picked it up, took it out of bankruptcy, and re-released it on this weekend. But according to William Friedkin, this was actually one of the lowest points of his career, which, you know, considering what he did in between this and when the actual movie came out, that says a lot, because he did this and then he did The Guardian, which we all remember how great that movie was. And by great, I mean not great whatsoever. But, I mean, the movie itself doesn't look that bad, honestly, but just the idea that he had to redo the ending again, instead of it being him dead in a cell, this killer who's clearly a major serial killer and needed to die, they changed it around to it's like, no, he has a change of heart now, and he's gone to a state mental hospital, though, where everything is coming up daisies for him, and he's got a parole hearing in 6 months, which means that it's just, I don't know, like, I don't like that idea of giving a character like this, who clearly has a problem in this trailer, let's give him a happy ending. It's like later on a couple years from now with a movie like The Scarlet Letter, which was also criticized for adding a happy ending to something that really does not deserve a happy ending whatsoever. But, who knows? Maybe it works in the movie. I've never seen it, so I can't really comment on it. But considering the fact that it was sitting on a shelf for 5 years before it eventually got released, what makes you think that this movie's any good whatsoever? So, I don't know. Me personally, I probably will never watch it, but who knows? Maybe it's a little gem that nobody really knows about, but considering the fact that it was sitting on a shelf for the longest time, probably means it wasn't all that good to begin with. So that's just my quick thinking on Rampage, just from the trailer alone. Let's go ahead and move on to the last movie that we have here. Again, haven't seen this one, so we'll be quick on this one too. It's John Amen's The Lover.
Time, 17, and Playboy. All hail Jean-Jacques Annaud's brilliant new film, one of the most provocative cinematic experiences of our time. The Lover.
We are lovers. Every day we go back to the bachelor's room. We can't stop loving.
Just nothing. Only love.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
I'm going to die of love for you.
John Jacomens, I should say. I said John Jacomens, but we've looked at some of this guy's work before. We looked at The Bear, which was a pretty good movie. This is also the same man that would do stuff like 7 Years in Tibet, Enemies at the Gate, Two Brothers, and this movie right here, The Lover, which, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it looks like it could be something interesting. It looks visually pleasing, but I don't know. That trailer seems a little too pretentious for its own good. I mean, it feels like a movie where you're being promised something, but when you actually see the movie, it's not really anything all that impressive. I mean, this actress Jane March, who would later go on to star with Bruce Willis in Color of Night, which was another kind of a sexy thriller. This was more of a sexy drama, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really think that she was that good of an actress to begin with, because I've barely seen any of the movies that she was in, and the ones that I have seen were not very good, and there's just nothing really interesting about the story whatsoever that we haven't seen done better in other movies, just from the looks of this trailer. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's something that you have to just look at and see for yourself, but I don't know, man. That trailer, again, seems very pretentious to me. Like, it feels like something where it's cock-teasing you to go see this movie because you know there's going to be some nice sex scenes or something like that between these two sexy actors and actresses, but you probably won't get anything at all. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't really say anything too much about it, but I mean, who knows? I mean, it's not something that I've quickly on my radar to see, but I mean, it could go either way, honestly. I don't really know what to say, but just that it came out this weekend, and that's pretty much all I got to say about The Lover, is that it came out this weekend, the trailer didn't woo me over. That's really all I got for you. And so, with that said, we're going to wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies. Next time we meet, we'll look at the movies of November 6th. 5 movies to look at, including Wesley Snipes and the action thriller Passenger 57, which is basically Die Hard on an airplane. We also have Andy Garcia and Uma Thurman and Jennifer 8. The Efficiency Expert, Becoming Corlett, and also Flirting. So 5 movies to look at next time around. And that'll start off a pretty busy week for these, because I'm going to be rushing out these new episodes every night. So you're not going to have like a break on Saturday. We're just going to go through the last 8 weeks of 1992, all next week, starting on Sunday, going into next Sunday, because I'm going to be doing something next Sunday. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. I'm going to leave that as a surprise, but let's just say there won't be a week of new episodes of Time About the Movies during Halloween week, but then we'll be back the weekend after that for the first ever Time About the Movies weekend, where I'm going to try to put out as many episodes as I can as we try to get through 1993 as quickly as we can, and that'll continue on into the week. There'll be multiple episodes starting on November 5th, Saturday, November 5th, so we'll delve more into that as we go along with the week, but of course tomorrow we'll have a new Movie Step episode. I'm going to go see Black Adam tomorrow for a Talk About the Movies episode, so be on the lookout for that this weekend. And of course, Stairway to 7. So you're still gonna get to see a lot from this channel this weekend, and I hope you will join us for that. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the playlist on the next page. Check out the previous episode, and I will see you next time for another video. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, as always, take care.